Well, welcome to the latest Spotlight, guys, and a lot of things are becoming more clear, but some other things are still not totally clear, so we're going to need one more week of football to figure out who's going to go where in the playoffs. Let's start by the districts here and look at 35A, where it looks like Sherryland, barring an unforeseen problem, is going to win that district. Donna will be a strong second. Edinburgh North is looking like a third-place team right now, and they're looking at a playoff matchup against Eagle Pass, but the fourth spot from 30 is what we need to talk about a little bit. Economides comes down to the last week, needing to win at Palmview. And Palmview is eliminated, but they can ruin the Jags season, and they can help Lincoln. What is Lincoln into the playoffs? The Lions at 4-3, Econ at 3-4. But if Economides wins, Lincoln ends up tied with them. They've got the tiebreakers. It was a 17-7 win that Economides scored. So those are the four teams from 35A. Relatively clear: Sherryland, Donna, Edinburgh North, and either Economides or Lincoln. Now 31-5A, of course, as everybody's been saying all year, that's the district that, if you can predict it, if you want to send us what you think is going to happen, then go for it, because we are having a hard time racking our brains trying to figure it out. We do know that East will be in the playoffs and as a small school representative. We do know Weslaco will be in the playoffs as a big school representative. Anything in between, well, take your pick. The city of McAllen is going to have a whole lot to say about what the playoff pairings and seedings are. Memorial, McAllen, and Rowe all still have a chance. All Rowe has to do after scoring 63 points is go over and beat East. Not a problem, right? Well, don't count against those guys. Javier Obregon held the Valley record for passing yards in the game for about 24 hours before Shea Patterson unofficially broke it. It was an amazing weekend for records, guys. Look at the box scores on a Sunday. There are going to be some numbers that pop out at you. All right, so 32-5A. Relatively well established now that Harlingen, Harlingen South, Los Fresnos, Brownsville Vets are all in the playoffs. Brownsville Vets will probably be that four-seeded team. They'll be a small school along with Harlingen South. Harlingen and Los Fresnos will be big schools. The Harlingen South Los Fresnos game this coming weekend will determine who ends up officially being crowned district champ or tied for the champs, whatever. Bottom line is those are the four teams that are in. Hannah was eliminated last week. They made a good run, but they came up short. Those big four, the Cardinals, the Hawks, the Falcons, and Brownsville Vets, the Chargers, those are the playoff teams. Next week what we'll do is we'll take a look at playoff matchups. So right now I'm thinking maybe Brownsville Vets against Weslaco East. Marco Munoz and all those cats with the Chargers going to get a chance at number one. Interesting how that happens, right? I think it should be a good ball game if that's the way it shakes out. Now sub 5A, the 4As are relatively well established. Right now Mission is leading the district. As you know, they're undefeated. Mercedes and EdCast have one loss. Veterans has 3 losses, but as long as they win against PSJ Southwest, they'll be the fourth team from 4A. The other 3 teams are in. Veterans will be a big school along with Mission. Obviously, Mission, having come down from the larger classification, will be a big school. EdCats and Mercedes on the small school level, and I really feel like in this 4A district this year, guys, we've got a chance to take some first-round wins. I could see 2 teams winning, maybe 3. You know, in past years, a lot of times we'll go up there and get clobbered by the Flower Bluffs and the Cal Allens. I got news for you. This is a good group of football teams, and I'm telling you right now, I believe that they'll win some ball games. Now, 3A is the district that you thought 31-5A was muddled. 32-3A is tough. PI has clinched the share of the title. That's all she wrote right there. They got if Hidalgo and La Feria end up with La Feria winning, then PI wins the title outright. Now, if Hidalgo wins, it punches its ticket, its destiny, and it's in. Speaking of Hidalgo, we mentioned Shea Patterson several times today. Anytime a freshman throws for 583 yards, you kind of got to rub your eyes, man. What is the guy going to be doing sophomore, junior, senior year? Scott Ford's team is looking tough. La Feria can still make it. Rio Hondo can still make it. The only team that's eliminated there is Progresso. Now, Raymondville, Lyford come together in 31-3A. It's not necessarily for the district title like we thought it was going to be. These teams want to go to the playoffs, so keep pace with Kingsville. Kingsville will be the big school, pardon me. Now, that's it for the standings and the playoff picture right now, but I was planning on doing more statistics, but I kind of forgot since it's week 10, we have to clarify the picture. I want to spotlight a few guys. The first one is called Cristobal Jimenez from Monte Alto. This guy has accounted for 60% of his team's offense. He's got 120 points out of 160. He's one of the only guys who's in the top 15 in rushing and receiving. That cat scored a ton of points. Congratulations to Monte Alto in his first varsity season. Jimenez is a player to remember, and I heard he's got good size too. The other guy, same neck of the woods at Santa Rosa, is a guy named Arnold Galvan. If you look in the box scores, every week that guy's going to catch a long touchdown pass. He's averaging like 37 yards a catch, which is first in the valley. I feel like some of these cats we haven't talked about as much as we could have deserve their mention, their credit, their time in the sun, because those are 2 guys that have played great valley football all year. Congratulations to them. Spotlight out, and we'll see you for the playoffs next week.
Hi, we're the Roma Gladiator cheerleaders, and you're watching the Huddle on 956 Sports and Fox 2.
Thank you, ladies. The Roma Gladiator cheerleaders bringing us back from the Celebrate Spotlight. I'm glad the doc was able to clear up the district standings and the playoff potential that each team has. Time to get to our Wiener Schnitzel Scholar Athlete. He is a 4-year drama letterman. He is the reigning homecoming king, and he's got a great GPA. PSJ North's E.J. Ruiz is going to be introduced to you by our very own Natalie Adiola. Take it away, Natalie.
E.J. Ruiz is he's just been a great young man for us. He's been in all district as a junior, and he's been very active in a lot of school activities. He's been a star in our drama department, and he's been a great football player for us. Does a great job in the classroom. He's certainly just a pleasure to have on your football team, and certainly a great leader for us.
Suffering from a herniated disc that kept him from playing the sport he loves, EJ's back playing full force for the PSJA North Raiders.
After herniating my disc, I was a little disappointed because I didn't get to do spring ball, but because of the physical therapy and all my doctor's appointments and stuff, I got a quick recovery, and now I'm back and I feel better. It just takes a lot of hard work and dedication.
EJ's injury took place while involved with his school's wrestling team, and it caused a setback for him. But going through rehab for his injury gave EJ insight to what he would like to do after graduation.
My plan to be a physical therapist, I want to go in through kinesiology, and I hopefully want to be able to play college football. Once I got better, I realized that I would like to help people like me that have gotten hurt like me that want to just get back into football also, or whatever other sport.
With his toughness coming from within, it also benefits EJ to have some siblings help him out.
I have 2 sisters. One's in ROTC at UT, and one's is a police officer in Puerto Rico. And I just have to keep up my toughness to try to keep up with them, so that keeps me tough too.
With his will to win, EJ has persevered, giving his football team all he's got for his last year of high school. For the Huddle, I am Natalie Ariola.
Thank you, Natalie. Now, don't forget, you can always log on and check us out at facebook.com/956sports. We're over 5,200 fans, and we'd like for you to be a part of it as well. Log on, give us your feedback, give us your thoughts, and let us know how we can make the Huddle better for you. When we come back, Coach Gene Garza will have our U.S. Army Leader of the Game and our U.S. Air Force Air Assault Player of the Game. It's all coming up on the Huddle, brought to you by 956sports.com, served by McDonald's on Fox 2.